Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome to episode 15 of the Wilderness Podcast. Today is Wednesday, December 14th. I'm Dills, and over there we got Deagin.
Hey guys, how's it going?
So we're 2 days late because you were sick?
Yeah, Tuesday or Monday, I guess, actually, is when we normally record. And there's like a mall that's pretty close to my place, and there's this like Chinese place there, and decided to, try it out for the first time. And horrible idea, because like I went and they had like some for like $10 you could get a ridiculous amount of food. So I went and just did that, ate it, and then it had to have been food poisoning. It had to have been, even though I didn't puke. But like I've had food poisoning once in my life, and I had the exact same feeling. Like my stomach, like it actually just I felt so bad,
just gurgling.
It actually, no, look, my stomach felt like it was like folded in half. It was like, it was like 2:30, and I remember like starting to feel sick, and I'm like, all right, it's fine. I'll just wait it out till like 8. We'll do the podcast, finish at 10, and then it's like 4:30, like 5 or whatever. I don't know, whenever I actually don't know what time I sent you a message at, but then I started like getting really sweaty, and I still felt like that, like just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sitting, my balcony door is like completely open, and it's like freezing cold out, and I'm just sweating, and I just feel so sick. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go sleep it off. Wake up like 7, or maybe like a little bit late actually, maybe like a little bit after 8, and I felt like fucked up, and I'm just like, I can't do this. Oh man.
Yeah, you're like, I'll be on in like 10 minutes, and I was like, we'll wait till you're feeling better. Probably.
Yeah, I felt so fucked, and then yesterday, I guess because of that, like, I just, like, I don't even know. My sleep just, like, I got really, really tired and then woke up at, like, 8, and I was just like, oh, my God, I have no coffee in the house, and then we're like, you know what, and yeah. So I went to bed, like, actually pretty much after, like, we'll just do it on Wednesday, slept till, like, 4 or 5 in the morning. So I'm a little tired right now, but I have some coffee and stuff, and I'm, like, feeling pretty good.
Okay. Telling you, we should have done it Monday. All right, Deagin, what's the hot topic? I don't know, man. I don't feel good.
My face.
Oh, yeah.
God. Do you have a hot topic? I don't give a shit, man. What do you think about this new update? Oh, fuck.
Let's talk about soup. All right, well, as far as that goes, how's your gaming week?
Pretty good. Actually, in general, like, I'm done school now. Thank God.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I finished school earlier. Like, university students go to, like, the 23rd generally, at least in Canada.
Damn.
And in my other program, I'd go to, like, the 17th. But in this program, I'd go to, like, yeah, pretty much, like, December 9th. And it's like, oh, it's so nice getting off so early. So I played so many games. It was awesome.
What are you playing?
I did some of the hardcore Iron Man. I did,
Cool. Anything fun to tell about that?
Not really. I've just been doing fire making and fishing. That's pretty much it. Like,
what level are you at?
I think I'm at like 77 or 78 fire making and at 62 fishing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I've just been like getting like a lot of the AFK stuff. Like I've been doing Winterton stuff, and I actually found out that you can, when you get duplicates of pieces or just pieces in general, like clothing, like the pyromancy stuff, you can actually trade them in for extra crates. So I went and threw away all my extra sets of stuff. Yeah. All I needed were the pants and the boots. But,
That's legit.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to grind to 99 fire making just so for the supplies and all that
the
stuff. Yeah, and the cape, but
pretty dope.
it's something like 14% of hardcore Iron Men that have 99 fire making are dead, and I'd definitely be one of those. The amount of close calls I've had already.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, too many.
All due to leg?
2 due to leg. The others are just
brain leg.
Yeah, there's just me being dumb. I quote unquote almost got PK'd, but not really. It was I took the teleporter thingy, the lever at Edgeville, so I could click it again in the wilderness and get to Artie like real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
And I definitely should have scouted it on my main, but I clicked it, went in, and I saw like 2 dudes that were scald. And they just ran at me, and I like spam clicked it, and like you could tell that like they just wanted to kill me. They didn't give a shit, but they stopped right in front of me, and I was too low of a level, thankfully.
Oh
yeah, like really surprising too. And I got out, and I'm like, well, fuck that. So I just started fishing, and that was it. I played a lot of League. I played
What the fuck's going on over there?
Sorry, I just made a little bumpage, but no, I hit my my can, and
fucking spilled Coke all over my keyboard.
Yeah, pretty much. No, almost. But no, I'm just like fucking with shit on my desk for some reason. I don't even know why.
Just fiddling.
Yeah, I'm just fiddling with stuff.
I get like that all the time. I'll be like just talking on the phone or talking to my girlfriend or something, and I'll just pick up shit and move it.
Yeah,
but it'll be like stuff that's important. Be like, hey, have you seen my wallet? I'm like, I remember holding it.
I was throwing it up in the air and hit the fan at one point. Yeah, I just have like so much random shit, like lighters and stuff, and I don't know, change. I have a lot of change. I just like you might just hear me randomly just fucking throw shit around like my lighters and stuff. But
you should look at what are they called? It's like a fidget box. They have a box with all these little buttons and switches just to play with.
Oh, really?
It's like a little small thing that you can just like hold in your hand.
Shit, I need to get one of those. That actually sounds pretty cool. But yeah, I played a lot of League. You know how that goes. You love it, and then you hate it at the same time.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
It's really fun.
Whether or not you'll have fun.
It's really fun, but it's really frustrating when you play with your friends and they get mad. But what else did I do? I did my WoW raids and stuff, obviously, and oh shit,
how'd that go?
That was pretty good.
Cool.
Not much to complain about. Made some
mode.
Yeah, good progression. And then Guilty Gear actually came out today.
Guilty Gear?
So it's like actually kind of a funny story with this, but Humble Bundle right now, if you guys know what Humble Bundle is, if not, I'll just explain it.
Oh yeah, you have your little
yeah, Humble Bundle is like a little charity website. Humblebundle.com, please sponsor us. Anyways, they have you can like it's for charity, so they have like little things where you can buy like books and games and all this stuff for like really cheap, like $5, and you get like a bundle package of games, and usually they're just like indie games or whatever, but
I used to look at that thing every week when this must be going back almost a year. Maybe even longer than a year.
Yeah,
how long has this thing been kicking around?
Oh, it's been around for a while. Shit, I actually explained what the Yogs casting was last episode. I won't go over it again, but
hey, what if there's new people? Just give it the brief.
All right, so Yogs cast
calendar explanation.
Yeah, Yogs cast has like a little promotional bundle with Humble Bundle, and it's like every day this month, and then there's also extra like days before December, but you get a free game, and it's like $30 or something, and it all goes to charity. So that's nice. But I've done that. Because I really care about charity and stuff. The free games.
Don't even know what the charity's for, but
Yeah, I actually have no idea. But so one of the games I got, it was these games are always so fucking weird. Guilty Gear XX Accent Core like XRD or some shit. That was one of the games I got.
Oh, this okay. When you said Guilty Gear, I thought World of Warcraft came out with a new type of gear.
Oh no,
like a guilty tier.
Yeah, like just like tier 6 or something.
Like after Mythic, but anyways, go on.
Yeah, but yeah. So the game that you end up getting through the Humble Bundle, like one of the many games, is Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. Fucking huge ass name.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway, so me and my buddy we're playing that for a bit, and we didn't know that today actually the game's been out for a year, but it's like came out today on PC. like the Guilty Gear XRD Revelator. But anyways, we were like playing that, the older version, having a lot of fun with it. It's an anime fighting game, so think of like Street Fighter and stuff, but the characters are way more anime-like, and like there's crazy combos you pull off, and there's like really intense aerial fighting. I'm not the biggest fan of anime. I mean, like I've watched a couple. If you really like anime and stuff, you'll probably hate me because I've watched just the really mainstream stuff and I haven't finished half of it. But so I don't know. I really like fighting games in general, but that kind of brought back the fighting game itch. So
because you went all out. I remember when we were living together a year or so back, probably 2 years or so. But anyways, you had got some crazy ass joystick. It looked like straight from an arcade.
Yeah, I got like one of those fight sticks.
Street Fighter.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the fighting game itch again, just because I like getting good at games, and I'm really bad at fighting games, so it's fun.
And that's a game I can't really get into those. My girlfriend loves Mortal Kombat. I can play a bit, but I can't.
I remember Vicky actually started the first spur of fighting game itches for me because I usually just like sit down, like when I'm playing with friends and stuff, or like with my old roommates, doesn't matter what game, I could just sit down. What are the controls? All right. And I would just beat the shit out of them. Doesn't matter like if it's a racing game or whatever. And it was always super nice.
Right.
But I played Mortal Kombat against Vicky, and she fucking destroyed me. And she's like, "Oh, good game, Derek. That was really fun." And I'm like, "Yeah, fucking whatever."
I remember watching that. She did like some really cheap combo because she would only play one character and like learned everything about them. And Derek's like, "Okay, let me learn. How do you jump again?" And she's like, does some crazy stun, poison, knocks you up. Stun, poison, knocks you up, and keeps doing that over and over again.
Hey, Vicky, can you block in this game? No, and just fucking combos me out. And then I did find out because like the games I'm used to, you hold back to block, but in Mortal Kombat, you actually hold a button to block, which is, it's a lot easier for me. But yeah, she like bodied the shit out of me, and she was like super nice about it. It's like, "Oh, it was a good game. It was really fun. Let's play again later." Yeah, whatever. Go to like my room, just Google Mortal Kombat X beginner guide, and I just sit there and watch like a 50-minute video of some guy like, "Okay, so this is what you want to do," and like explaining movement and the concept of zoning. And I'm like, all right. And then she like went to bed because she gets up really early, so she goes to bed at like 8:30. You go to bed at like 9. I like sneak out in the living room, like load up Mortal Kombat, and I just sit there for like 2 hours practicing combos and shit. And then we play the next day, and I fucking beat the shit out of her. And she was so confused because like I just leveled up completely overnight. But yeah, ever since then, I just get these random urges to just sit down for like a couple days and just nonstop play fighting games. But my friend actually saw me playing like Guilty Gear, XX, Accent Core, plus R, like all these crazy names. And he thought I was playing a hentai game.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what I thought you were going to be talking about.
Yeah, and he sends me a message like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I like send him a question mark, and he like 10 minutes later, "Dude, I legit thought you were playing some like hentai game. I'm so happy it's just some weeb fighting game." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess you could see that." But anyways, new Guilty Gear came out today, so I played that for a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, play a lot of Street Fighter. I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah, just kind of that, pretty much. Just like some random games that I got from the Humble Bundle and all that.
Cool.
What about you, though?
Me and the girlfriend started playing Diablo 3 on the PS4. Like, I played Diablo 3 when it first came out on PC. Yeah. And then I kind of quit fairly early. Like, I quit before even the Paragon levels came out. And
D3 in release was trash, though.
I still had fun because I never really played Diablo 2. And I got Diablo 3 for free because I was playing World of Warcraft. And they did something where, like, if you pre-order the expansion, you get that for free. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck it, why not? And then I had some friends playing it, so I jumped right in. So anyways, stopped playing that. And then we got it with our PS4, and we played it for a little bit, but then we just kind of stopped. And then recently I heard that Diablo 3 for PS4 is getting an update where it's coming out with seasons. And Deagin, you told me about that before. Remember you just talking about it? It seems kind of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely really fun. I really like seasonal, like just like Diablo's like, like a JRPG, just kind of like a really grindy, RPG game. I love that. And I like seasonals and stuff, but I mean, yeah, Diablo isn't my favorite type of game like that, but it's actually so fun. And in January, there's a new expansion coming out. They're adding a new class and everything. So
that's where I think that's where they're rolling out this this update for the PS4 as well. So I think that's coming with it. So that's really cool. So that's why I kind of started playing because I want to try that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, tackle that a bit. Apologize if you hear any little pitter pattering. My little dog's joining us because my girlfriend's not here to tame her. So, moving on, I've also been playing this game on the PC called Albion Online. I think, Deagin, you talked about playing it probably a few episodes back, but yeah, I decided to check it out just because I think I saw a video or saw something just popped up, and I was like, fuck it, why not? And then, I also found out, maybe you mentioned it, but you could play it on Android, like your cell phone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck, I'm all about that. So, maxed out my month's data just trying to download it and update it. But we're good. We're doing good now. So I've been playing that this week at work a little bit.
How is it on the phone?
It's not bad. It's a little laggy. Like, the only problem is I can't sit down and, like, play it for an hour.
Play for, like, 10 or so minutes
my
and pop
work,
off.
Yeah, my work week, since I got back from my vacation, just fucking sucked. It's literally like they're just like, let's save all this shitty work for when he gets back. This little fucker thinks he can have his vacation.
Yeah.
But that's probably not how it was, but that's how it seems. So I get back. So anyways, yeah, work construction, and I'm having to work outside, and it's, winter just decided to shit on us this past couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's like fucking negative 15 or 16 today.
Yeah, like it feels like it just comes out of nowhere. Like that kind of happened. I had that like feeling like yesterday, the day before, where like I go outside and I'm like, there's a lot of snow out, and this isn't gradual, like at least not for me. It was like overnight, like, 4 or 5 inches of snow.
So yeah, since I'm working outside and working construction, I have to cover a bunch of shit with straw so it doesn't freeze. Because freezing, if the ground freezes or if concrete freezes, it just gets fucked up. Mm-hmm. So I'm outside all fucking day doing that, and sometimes I'll find like half an hour where I can escape. Let's say they still have to dig something, I gotta wait for them.
Yeah.
Fucking dog. Anyways, so I'll run into a house and hide. So anyways, I'm playing a little bit of Albion Online, and let's take a quick break. This fucking dog needs to go outside, apparently.
All right.
And we'll continue, and I'll talk about my Albion Online, I suppose, and continue on with it. And we're back. So, the problem is she's kind of an old dog and it's cold. She's a small little girl, so she has to keep going outside. Like, man, there are some days she's keep wanting to go outside like every 45 minutes.
Damn.
I'm out of breath. I was fucking shaking out there. I'm in pajama pants and a fucking house coat, so probably not a smart idea, but fuck it.
Yeah, it gets fucking ridiculously cold out. See, at least in my area, there's a lot of elderly people, so like shit's salted and snow plowed like crazy. It's awesome. Don't have to walk through snow ever.
Yeah, see, and at work, I'm the fucking snow plow, so I'm out there with a fucking shovel, just.
Yeah.
So yeah, escape away, play some Albion Online. That game's kind of fun. It reminds me of RuneScape, and there's a lot of RuneScape players. I saw a guild called Saradomin. It's kind of cool. It's definitely worth maybe checking out. It's in beta right now. It's kind of cool. Like, there's cities, and guilds can own different cities, and you can, I don't know. I'm not too far into it, but it's a pretty fun game. So I'm playing that a bit, and also been playing Escape. Escaping ish, I guess. I go hard on a few days, so I'm still doing the Slayer on my main.
Yeah.
Although I've been kind of going kind of slow, and I've been taking a lot of breaks. I did some Castle Wars and shit. So I'm at 82, and I could be 83 this week if I wanted to. We'll see though. I don't know if I might take a break from Slayer and just do some fun shit. So like, I took a break and started doing some PKing, And okay, I'm sure there's some people out there who's going to be scoffing at me calling this PKing because I was killing those rune crafters and orb chargers.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. But it was kind of fun. So yeah, I did some orb PKing, and what I would do is I would kind of scout on my pure, because my pure is level 55. He's at a good level to kill bots. And yeah, there's like literally a bot my level in every world. So usually I can go in and spec them, and I can usually kill them by the time they teleport. Or what if I'm out of spec? I'll just usually use my dragon scimitar and hopefully hit them a few times, because they sometimes like don't teleport right away, or sometimes they're low health because a black demon hit them.
Yeah, like if they don't teleport right away, usually they're not a bot, but fuck them. They're skilling in the wilderness, take them out.
Oh, I've had a few people snap on me, but I also saw someone splashing on my I think it was my pure, and I killed him, and he didn't have too much, but he had like 200k worth of runes. So that's that's nice. That's fucking. I was kind of stoked.
Free experience, free money. Why not?
Yeah, fuck. And yeah, that's about it for the orb PKing. I killed one orb PK, and he had like 1,000 cosmic runes. So that was a pretty cool steal.
Jesus.
Because here's another funny one too. So then I went runecraft PKing on my main, and I got a few kills, but this one dude started flaming me, and he was just like calling me. I was like, man, you're shit. You can't even fucking PK. That's why you killed me. Why he was super pissed, because he had I think this guy had cosmic runes as well. I posted a picture on the Discord. I can't remember. I put it on the Twitter. But this guy had 1,000 cosmic runes, and he was snapping on me. He's like, get good. Why do you even do this? Are you happy with 50k? And I was like, dude, this is 200k. Why do you keep 1,000 runes on you? And he's like, I don't remember I can't remember. He
said he was lazy or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, and he was just bitching. Anyways, I think this is the same guy, because I got flamed a couple times as it happens. You know what I mean? They just snap.
Of course.
So what I was doing is when they would snap, I would add them and see if they had their private chat on. And this one guy did, and then he world hopped, and then I'd wait a few minutes, and then I'd hop to that world and sit there, and he'd run out, and then I'd attack him, and I killed him again, and then he instantly world hops, and then I see, so I wait a few minutes, and then I hop again, and he sees me, but he just instantly teleports. It might have happened another time after that, and then he finally, I guess he turned off his private chat, or he logged off, but because I wanted to message him the time I killed him the second time. I wanted to message him and be like, yeah, you should turn off your private chat. But then I decided, no, maybe I could just keep doing this. Could you imagine every time you run out of the wilderness, it looks like you're running into the same world because I'm standing in the same spot?
Some people would consider that ragging, but not at all. I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of rude. I feel bad now.
Well, you know what?
It's the fucking wild, wild west in the wilderness, man.
Talk shit, get hit, That's how it goes.
Yeah, I guess I do feel a little bit bad now in hindsight, but it was kind of funny. I'm still kind of giggling myself about it.
Hey, man, I've done that to someone. I think I explained it before. Dude was trying to kill my Iron Man during our one of our challenges. Yeah, and I was like, fuck this. I'm chasing this dude on my pure, because he's always at Chaos Druids.
Word, okay.
Yeah. And I fucking killed this guy so many times, and he changed his name, and I still had him added. I still have him added on my my pure. I haven't seen him log on in a while though. And I don't know. You just gotta do it sometimes. People are being dicks. You just gotta give it back to them.
And in my mind, you're kind of teaching them the rough lesson of, when you're in the wilderness, always have your friends chat to friends, your private chat to friends.
Yeah.
Always. Because, it was just that easy. And that happens a lot. I remember that being, a big problem where, okay, you'd be in a team and you'd find, another team bump into you, 2 times in a row. And you'd be like, okay, who the fuck has their private chat on? Seriously?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna get us all killed. So anyways, yeah, that was basically it for the RuneScape. I also participated in the raid test that started. Did you try that out?
No, I didn't. How did that go?
It was pretty cool. I did some of the tournament world, because that's always fun to PK, fight someone in the best gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, afterwards they had this, it was a stress test for the raid group finder kind of mechanic, I suppose.
Okay.
And you could also so you could get a group together and you can go into some parts of the raid and you can kind of just see what it looks like. You can't do anything. You can pick up vials and fill them up with water and shit like that, but besides that, you basically just walk through the caverns and go downstairs or jump into a teleport thingy.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. The group finders, I don't know, it works. It's decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It works. So that's, you're not really going to get much better than that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the raid itself, I actually thought it looked really nice. Like I went in, I was like, this is, good job. This is going to be cool. If the raid's as good, like if there's as much love going into the raid as there was into the design, then I think it's going to meet expectations. Because, it was nice. Although I had a bunch of people in the group, and they were all just like, I guess they didn't check. They just jumped right into it. They weren't really sure what's going on. But they get all to like, what the fuck? Why is there no boss? Like, this is fucking retarded. And I just gotta explain it to them. Like, no, this is a stress test. Like, they're just making sure, like, imagine the raid comes out and you gather a group together, jump in, and it doesn't work. And it, like, crashes when you have too many people in it.
Yeah,
or something,
exactly.
Right? Or a certain number of people makes it crash. So that's what they just wanted to see, is kind of the alpha, I suppose, or the beta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was neat. And it looks good. So that was my Scape week. Pretty fun.
Yeah, not bad.
And now I think it's news time. I feel like we need some like news anchor music. Dun 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 dun. Just playing in the background. So yeah, anyways, not too much kind of gone on this week. I say that so much. I gotta be fucking original. But yeah, we got some DeadMan Mode slight changes. They do this. They do little tweaks every tournament, just because I guess they're just still trying to actually nail it right. I'm sure after that they'll still make little tweaks. So yeah, the fog mechanic is a little bit different. They really don't want people exploiting anything in RuneScape, and they really want it to be a DeadMan Mode, battle to the death.
Yeah.
Battle Royale, I suppose. So yeah, I'll just go over the fog really quick. I guess you can just say if you like it or not. So the way I wrote this down, I hope this makes sense. All right, so when there's 5 minutes till fog, players gain a free-to-play teletab, and when you click it, you'll teleport to a random place in the free-to-play area. So that's kind of they're funneling everyone into the free-to-play area, but within that free-to-play area, they're eventually trying to funnel everyone into an area for that. So
okay.
Once the fog has been out for 15 minutes, so I'm guessing it's going to gradually be getting stronger over the 15 minutes. A pre-finale warning will come up. There's a final area that's going to be blocked off, and you will now be able to enter and leave it. Right?
Okay.
So at this time, the fog is probably hurting you, but it's not really going to kill you. Right? So 10 minutes after that, the fogs will be one-hitting anyone outside of the final area. The final area won't have any fog. Okay, so once the final area opens up, you have 20 minutes to fight it out. Should there be a draw, a player with the most kills will win, and the stats will be displayed at the end of the game.
So does that mean there's going to be fog in the fighting area?
It says you have 20. Should there be a draw? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be 20 minutes to fight it out.
Oh, okay,
and
final
then at
area,
the end,
no fog. Okay.
It's just going to be a draw, but I think no matter how many players are left, let's say there's 10 people. Let's say there's a whole clan of people left, and they don't want to kill each other. Then the 10 of them, the stats will pop up, and it'll be like, this guy wins because he killed 13 people, and this guy killed 30 or 12. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah,
Okay,
I know what you mean.
And they finally added a little disclaimer, because that was just what the huge controversy was last tournament. Okay, so what they added on was, please note that if the finale reaches the final phase stated in this blog, when the game concludes, Anybody outside of this final area will be disqualified. We also reserve the right to disqualify those found to be acting in a manner we deem exploitive to survive. Basically, they're just saying if they don't think you're playing the tournament like they want you to, they can just disqualify you.
Thank God.
Which they always could, but last time people were like, this is bullshit. No one knew they could do this.
Yeah.
So now they have a disclaimer being like, now, next time when you get mad, say, too bad.
Good. Like, they finally needed that. Like, I mean, in the beginning, I was on Wooks' side, but then, I don't know. I think after our discussion, and then, like, maybe a couple days later, because I'm stubborn, I was kind of like, you know what? That's fucking bullshit. No, we shouldn't have won. Like, that takes the spirit out of the game, you know?
Yeah, so we went over it a few episodes. I can't remember what episode it was, but...
Whenever, like, it went down, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was, if you missed out on it, Wooks was a player who was playing within the DeadMan Mode tournament. After the finale, he was basically unnoting items from files in Remington and eating it. So he was never going to die because he was always able to out-eat whatever it was hitting.
Yeah.
And the person who was at the, final area waiting to fight eventually, I guess, died.
Yep. Just kind of ran out of food and the poison killed him, yeah.
So yeah, and then our discussion, my argument for it being like, that's bullshit that Wook shouldn't win was because this is the third tournament in a row where something like this happened. The first two times you're like, oh, that was cool. And the second time, you're just like, oh, again?
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Third time, you're just like, all right, cool. What's the fourth time going to be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Not going to happen. I hope it's not some fucking retarded thing. I hope, imagine every DeadMan Mode player decides to not kill each other and just meet up in the final area.
That'd be so awful.
And yeah, it's just like, the winner is... Wow, no one got kills.
First one I get a kill wins.
Come on.
Please, yeah.
But that's about it for the DeadMan Mode, I think. Well, there's some other changes as well, but that was what I wanted to talk about because that's really, I think that's a nice change they did. That should actually. It sounds like this tournament's going to be more fleshed out than the other ones.
Yeah. So, with this, have you watched anything of this tournament? Have you watched any of the streamers?
Nah, not really. No, I haven't.
I always like watching, just like people stream like the week, just because, well, they all generally have the same strategy, and it's really boring like that. Like I watched like 5 different streamers, and they all rushed to Dragon Defender and then started slaying. That's like that's what everyone's goal was, and it's pretty boring when they do that. But I mean, I don't know, it's still interesting because watch people get PK'd or whatever.
Yeah, my problem is it's just like it's hard to kind of follow that. I don't have much time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have that much time after work. And the time I do have, I'm usually doing something else.
Yeah.
Escaping, baby.
Have you heard of the changes that are coming next week? Or not next week. Next DeadMan Mode? They're
No.
They made a bunch of different changes that were nice. They locked Ancient Magics. So season 4, or is this season 4 now?
Yep, this will be season 4.
So when season 4 comes out, you can't get Ancient Magics until 1 week afterwards, which is friggin' huge.
Cool,
because,
that's what we were talking about. That'd be an awesome change.
I got gimped out a couple times on day 2 with dudes with Ancient Magics. Day 2.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like, what the hell? And I'm not, I am ashamed to admit it, but I will admit that I played so much. Out of that first 24 hours, I probably gamed like 20 hours of it. I just went range, and I made a lot of money through ranging like dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
But people rushed magics, and day 2 they're getting kills and shit, and it's like this is fucking ridiculous. Like, what the? Anyway, so they locked that on the first week, and then another thing which I think is really big is that Barrow's minigame is locked for 2 weeks.
Damn.
So Aram's robes are out. They have their tank gear, so Torag, helmet, Darok, like, the body, the Torag bodies, obviously. The all the good gear, like the melee gear and the mage gear is locked for 2 weeks, so that makes like Ancients even less overpowered. I mean, you can use it in Mystics, obviously that's good. But when it's
Yeah.
like day 4 and everyone, like the top 10% have Ancients with full Arums and stuff,
The gap will be huge at that point. Mystic, you can still kind of catch up and get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mystics
saving
is
that you
still
don't die.
good.
But
Yeah, Mystics is still good, but
you get Infinity if you're willing to grind it out.
yeah, like they made a couple other changes too that I can't think of off the top of my head. Shit, I was actually like reading it like 10 seconds ago too.
Man, it's so unprofessional. We gotta write this shit down.
Yeah, I'm really bad at writing stuff down. Oh, this is what it was. Okay, they added. You ready for this? Experience catch up. We talked about this. We talked about this as well. So let's say, I got 1 million experience in woodcutting, and I didn't protect it, and I die.
Mm-hmm.
I have 10 times experience gain up until I get 1 million, I believe.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, this is actually, they use the exact same example, except for with strength instead of woodcutting.
I kind of want to play this season. This is kind of getting me ramped up.
Yeah, so one, obviously, like, you're like, in general, like, if you're not going to quit your job, it's still going to be really difficult, but shit, you can have fun with it and then die, and you're like, well, that's okay. 10 times experience back up to, if I hit 99 strength, I get 10 times experience, so I get back to 99. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's worth it.
Yeah,
it
I don't
people,
mind trying, redoing the grind for the most part. It sounds like I wouldn't mind doing it.
For me, it's not the grind; it's getting the fucking items again.
Yeah,
losing the bank. That's but that's the biggest part of DeadMan Mode. I can't complain. I'm not gonna be like, oh, they should take out the bank. No, like they need to have that. They need to punish you for dying.
But maybe not lose like the small tedious shit, like your knives and fucking lobster cages, shit like that.
Well, yeah, depending on what you have, like you should be keeping them. Like generally you lose like your best 10 items or something,
best 20 items or some shit.
Yeah. So in general, like, if you're, if you're in 3 weeks into the tournament and you die, you're going to keep all, like, that little stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just find in general, like, with these changes, they're really trying to just keep people alive. Because within 3 weeks, there's 80 people per world, and they're all PKing. Like, and the worst is when they come out with the 6 hour of, like, invulnerability, like, you can't die. All people do is they just spend bonds on alt and they go to lava dragons, and then they just do that over and over again, and they mule it onto their main, and then their main gets further ahead and makes more money.
True.
And like the average person like me and you aren't like, we can't be bothered to do that. Like we just want to sit down after work or after school and then just like get a lot of experience really quickly and maybe kill someone. Like, cause killing people is super fun. Like when I was dropping kids on day 1, I got nothing cause everyone was muling, but it was still like a lot of fun to kill them. Like
even
getting
some
1v3,
guy like chasing you down is kind of fun if there's a glimmer of hope. The worst is just like, you're like, okay, I'm fucked. There's no point, I'm fucked. I don't know no point in even running.
Yeah, see, like when I got PK'd the first time by a dude with Ancients, I was gonna do animal magnetism because I was rushing a range route, like a little route that I came up with, which now that I look back on it, it wasn't that good, but whatever. And this guy chased me from Canifis all the way to like 5 or 6 squares away from the safe zone in Varrock. Like I got so close, but he also had a buddy that like would tag the bats off of him and stuff or whatever. And I would tag the bats and he'd kill them. Like, but like I got so close and like it was fun. I mean, by the end of it, I was kind of a dick and I dropped all my shit as I was running.
Oh yeah.
And like he probably didn't get it because he probably didn't know, I had like, 200k on me that I dropped and I fucking ran away with, but it's still like, yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of want to try this out too, because it's going to be pretty nice not being barraged and whatnot. And the one thing I really liked was I rushed range and I pretty much like went to green dragons like really, really early on. And I got 43 prayer like super fast, like really, really fast. Where like to the point where I was like, I want to say I was one of the first people, but I was definitely the first. I was definitely on the front page of prayer for like an hour, maybe not an hour, but
Nice.
I got it really quickly because that was like part of my route. And then and then I just went PKings and said fuck it, and I like went and bought like best supplies, and then I think I mentioned this before. I had like 3 people on me at the Port Sarum, like south of that, like where you get your flippers and stuff.
Yeah, okay, Mud Skipper Island. I think
Yeah,
it's called.
yeah. And some dude scouted me, and I got attacked by a melee. There was 3 dudes. There's melee, range, and mage. And so my idea, and I was skulled up with a key or 2, and I'm like, you know, I had like I think I had like 15 minutes or something on my timer. And they were chasing me around, and I had some agility on them too, which was nice. But I was just like giving them the runaround. They had no snares or anything because they're all like just clearly just a group of friends that were trying out DeadMan Mode for the first time. And there's me sweating on my keyboard with 43 prayer. And I don't know. It's just super fun when you're like, oh fuck, I'm so dead. And I think I was saying in our CC like, yo, calling all Titans, like, yo, I need some troops. I'm gonna die.
We were playing with a couple other people. We got a little group going from the beginning there.
Yeah, but something clicked in my head, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm so close to a prayer altar. I can just pray, you know, range, defense, and whatever I'm being attacked by, and I can kill them. And I think I had a magic shortbow or something at this point, and I ended up killing one of them, almost killed the second, and then my skull ran out, and I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure how that works. If my skull runs out, but these guys have been attacking me the whole time, can I attack them again, and will I get skulled? Like, I wasn't sure, so I just played it safe, looted, you know.
Out of there.
Yeah, I looted some Rune Addy stuff and got some decent gear out of it, I guess. Some nice alcohols. Yeah, it was like really fun, and kind of excited to go over this again because there's definitely going to be more people in this DeadMan mode than ever, I think. Well, besides the first one, because, you know, hype, but
oh yeah.
I actually think compared to like 2 and 3, like season 2 and 3, like this one will definitely have a crap ton more because like
the problem is like the people die off. I would play it hard. It's not like I just come home from work and I'm like, I don't want to play it anymore. It's like I would get on and play and I'm just like, all right, I'm in the bottom 5% of the worst people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I think a lot of it is that the average person just doesn't want to plan. They don't want to like sit, like I love, like I'm really lame like that. I love like in Diablo and a bunch of games like in Path of Exile, like theory crafting and like figuring out, all right, this is how my route is. Like I've done it for like almost every Iron Man challenge we've had where I'm like, all right, I'm going to take an hour and just figure out like what would be the optimal thing for that I want to achieve. Yeah. And, like that's like what a lot of people don't do. I mean, I think some of it, people actually just don't know exactly what to rush and what's the best thing, but just come up with an idea and just, you know.
It doesn't even have to be a good idea. If you're with some friends, you could literally be like, all right, I'm going to rush fletching, you rush rune crafting, and you rush smithing, and we're going to make a gear.
I mean, if you're listening and you're thinking about that, really, please don't do that, because it's going to be bad. But I don't know, like, I don't know, it's really fun, and I think Foe, like, a guy who streams, he came out with, like, a melee, you know, starting guide, like a day one, this is what you want to do for melee.
True.
And it's like 15 minutes, it's like super efficient, and it's probably good. I don't know, I've just never been a fan of starting out with melee, because I like PKing on day one.
Yeah,
I always go with range. I don't know why, I've always just gravitated towards anything with a bow in any game.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know, it's really fun. Like, I'm thinking, I was gonna make a casual DeadMan mode, like, guide, because I kind of came up with one last season, and it didn't work out, but, like, I know exactly where I went wrong, because people just gimped me over, like, there was 2 or 3 people that just kept gimping me over and over again, just to make me not play for some reason.
Sure.
But I was thinking, like, I have a pretty good idea on, you know, a good revision of my plan, and I was thinking about just, like, making, you know, a little video, putting on the podcast, so like those guys that, you know, want to work and stuff and, you know, don't want to quit their life to play RuneScape DeadMan mode, they could come up with a strategy that would safely get them to 2,000 total.
Yeah.
Or at least close to it, or at least enough to have some fun, especially now that you have like a week of like, you know, you're kind of safe, but not really. You're a lot safer, I guess.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. We could talk more about like a little show idea if you want after this show. Mm-hmm. But what, it'd be even cool to see what your idea is going every season. This is my plan, and it, you know, it didn't work out. It failed miserably.
So I went to do Stronghold and I died. All right, I'm done.
Till next season.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to play this. I'm gonna try to get a little group together. Like, we got a little one going before, but my problem is like, I fell so behind so quickly because it starts on a Saturday. It gives me the evening to play it and Sunday to play it, but then Monday I gotta work all day, and then that's where I come home and
Yeah, ancients galore at that point.
yeah, I just log on and instantly get bursted.
Yeah.
With an AGS and all this shit. I'm just like, ugh. What?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm definitely gonna try it again. Like I said, I try it every time. And yeah. Join a Wild CC if you want to partake in this little adventure. Yeah. Dude, okay, so one thing about Albion Online is it's really grindy, and imagine if the only ways, let's just dumb it down though, the only way to get armor in RuneScape was through smithing and stuff like that.
Yep.
So
like nothing drops armor, essentially.
Yeah, basically. And you have to like smith it, but in order to, and then to smith a rune plate body, you basically have a skill that's for plate bodies.
Yeah, so it'd be like,
to make a mithril plate body, you need to make like 100 steel, and then 100 myth to make adamant, and then 100 or 200 adamant to make rune. Like, it's really like, you have to specialize in that game.
Yeah, and the best way, and okay, so a lot of your players are segregated from each other. You don't really see a lot of other players, just whoever's in your city at that time. You can't trade with anyone else outside the city, only who's selling items in the city. Don't mean to talk about so much about this, but what I'm trying to say is the best way to be good in that game is join a good guild, and you all have different roles and you work together. This guy is specifically meant to make maces, and he can make a rune mace. So he'll hook you up with a mace, but you in return can make rune full helmets. So that's what you specialized in. And then together, you guys work together to all be wearing full rune.
Yeah, exactly.
We could do this for DeadMan Mode.
Yeah, we could.
You know, we could all work together.
I mean, I've kind of tried it before with some friends, and what happened is they just kind of sapped me for my resources, and then they all quit because they died really stupidly. And I got fucking, I didn't say anything to them, but I got cheesed. I got some, like, people, like, now they're in my WoW guild, I guess. But they're just, you know, before then, you know, just buddies I've played games with. And, yeah, I don't know. They just,
Let's do it. And then we'll make it into the finals. We'll be on the fucking Twitch stream. It'll show our group.
Wild wins again. Season 8, Wild wins again. How do they do it? How do they do it?
That's the future, boys. That is the future.
I mean, I'm totally down to do that. Like, I want to come up, like, I don't know exactly what my route is going to be, because I really want to do this DeadMan mode. Because, yeah, I don't think...
I will smith us full rune.
Good luck. I'll just go buy it. Fuck it. I'll go to the Champions Guild and buy it.
Guys, I know the tournament's coming up next week, but I can finally craft full rune. I'm just like, man, we're fucking on barrows.
We're done, man. We hit that, like, you know, 2K rank, and that's it.
Bob's your uncle. So
yeah, exactly.
Is there much more to go about DeadMan Mode? Because I felt like that was we're still in the news.
Oh yeah,
but that's basically that was
about it.
That was it for the DeadMan Mode. It's fun to talk about. It's a lot of these things. I really love the concept of DeadMan Mode, but the problem is I just don't have the time always. So
yeah,
I'm really excited again because this time it actually might work out.
Yeah, at least come up with that's the thing though, is like you got so much time to play DeadMan mode. I think a lot of people, well, like that's the thing, I don't even really want to get to like, you know, the top 2K to do the tournament, because watching what these guys do, staying up for 3 days straight and shit, like I am not willing to do that.
You could probably do it just by staying in like, you know, a safe area like Falador or some shit.
Well,
the trees
to actually be like a competitor for like the tournament, like let's say you get into this tournament that's happening right now. When you're in the tournament, like these guys are pulling, like I know Bodhi stayed up for like 18 hours, 3 days in a row, and some other people like in Raw and stuff stay up for like 30 plus hours. Like, I don't want to do that. I think, like, I don't know. I think the average person, like, if you just want to play DeadMan Mode, just play it. Like, you die once, like, I understand why you want to quit, but it's like, shit, you got, like, a couple months of doing this. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't have fun, you don't have fun. But at least, like, just, you know, let's see how far you can take it, you know? That's kind of what I want to do.
Exactly.
Instead of stopping on day 3 or 4 because I've died to some stupid shit, I might as well, you know, keep going.
Gotcha.
I kind of lost my train of thought there, so I just used a good filler. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, without rehashing over and over about the DeadMan Mode. So there's our news. We actually have the Christmas event that just dropped on us. You guys can go check that out. I haven't checked it out yet, and I was gonna go read it and like, oh, this is what it is, but it's probably best we actually go fucking do it.
Yeah, figure it out. Keep it mysterious, you know,
Keep
nice
it
little
mysterious.
surprise.
Yeah, we're going in blind. So yeah, the Christmas event is out. Go check it out because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, North of Port Sarum, you know.
Holly Ivy's there.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's skedaddle right along to our.
Wait, do you wanna mention about rank 9? Because we talked about them before.
You can talk about it because I don't even know. Like, I'm so out
All
of the
right.
loop.
So if you have followed the podcast, or you know, like you know, the old school subreddit or whatever, at one point, like, person's been mentioned. His name is Trance Music. He's like, you know, rank 9 overall in RuneScape. Guy plays a shit ton of RuneScape. He's like one of the most efficient players on Crystal Math Labs. Like, whatever.
Efficient players on Crystal Meth. Like, fuck
probably
that many of them that there's a ranking of who's best on Crystal Meth.
Probably, like, dude, this guy plays a lot. But yeah. Anyway, so he's rank 9, and he today actually, like, you know, about 5 hours ago of recording right now, he got banned, and we talked about it before. Him and I guess it was his girlfriend, this Poison Ivy girl, who she's got some mental issues. I don't want to go into that again, but anyways, so both of them got banned apparently, and what she said on Twitter was that they got banned for real world trading. The guy traded like his whole bank, which was like over 12 billion.
Damn.
And I don't know, maybe that's them combined, or maybe it's just him. I don't know, but they got banned, and yeah, he got a bunch of money. He bought her a ring, and now they're getting married, and he's gonna friggin' regret that. But might as well mention that rank 9 is friggin' gone. Kind of fucked up,
that's
but
just it. There's no more rank 9.
Yeah, it's just an empty spot forever. You can be rank 8 or rank 10.
Yeah.
No, imagine.
So yeah, that's kind of interesting if you want to jump down the rabbit hole that is RuneScape drama.
Yeah.
Because fuck, there's more drama than is in a fucking soap opera.
Actually, it's not too bad. Check out Eve's subreddit sometimes. It's really cringy because the player base is like 30 plus.
Eve
like,
is interesting. Now, I don't want to get off on a tangent about Eve, but I remember because if you don't follow it, you're going to be completely confused because I don't play the game and I was kind of confused, but there's a giant war that happened. And if you tried to figure out what happened between the two sides, and this is like a huge war that apparently went on for like a few days, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like straight.
It was a long, well, the big battle was, hours and like 48 hours plus, like of one initial combat. Like, yeah.
But the craziest thing that I found was if you went to like the subreddit or like tried to go on the forums to try to figure out what was going on, there's so much propaganda spread from both sides. You'd read something and then you'd read something else that contradicts everything the other thing says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember, it's just like you need to know someone who's just like a bystander. I'm like, this is a game? I'm so lost.
Yeah, I played Eve during that time, and it was pretty much everyone ganging up on like a coalition, group of alliances. One dude so much shit, but he had a GoFundMe or something like that, or a Kickstarter for a book he was writing, and he kind of used Eve to make real life money, and the book was shit apparently, and all this stuff. Like it's fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. The whole Eve community, yeah, they like to blow things out of proportion just because
sounds to me like you read one of the side's propaganda.
Well, I don't know. Like I was fighting against when I was playing. I was fighting against them with my alliance, but so maybe
why everyone's chanting to take them down.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. I actually have a friend who every day tries to get me to play with his friggin' Eve buddies, like in this alliance. And I looked at the alliance, and if anyone plays Eve and they like are into the scamming side of anything, there's one dude. His name is the Connoisseur or some shit. And like I found out about this dude like even before I played Eve. Anyways, dude is like,
is this guy like the Godfather?
He's like okay. So have you ever heard of imagine trust trading in RuneScape?
Yes.
And then this trust trade goes on for like 45 minutes. And then we're like, wow, we both trust each other a lot. Hey, anyways, I'll give you like a prize of like, $5 million. You're like, holy shit. And then I go, do you want to try the bonus room? Like, you're the first one in like 3 weeks to actually have won. Everyone pussies out. Do you want to try the bonus room? And then you're like, what's the bonus room? You're like, well, we can't tell you until you do it. And then the bonus room is essentially, give me all your shit. We're going to make you do some embarrassing ass shit on Skype. And then we're going to make fun of you for a while. And then, boom, you just got scammed for your whole bank. And then we're going to just upload it everywhere. Like, it's some fucking psychopathic shit. Anyways, the reason why I'm mentioning that is like this dude that is really good friends with my buddy.
Everything you say, I'm just like, I could definitely see one of the sides spreading that.
No, here's the thing. No, this is like, it's on like Eve News and shit. Like, yeah, it's like a known thing. But anyways, like my one buddy who like wants me to join his small alliance with his friends, like one of his best friends in Eve is the guy that was like with the group of people that like pretty much started that.
Shit.
And the dude's known for getting into arguments with people and then just doxing them and giving out their information and DDoSing them and shit. And he's a fucking little psychopath. And I'm just like, I'm worried for him. Because my friend he likes to start shit, and I know he's gonna start shit, and he's just gonna get harassed for like months, and that's it. He's dead. He's gone. Thank God that doesn't happen in RuneScape, though.
Oh, definitely not. Not to that extent.
I mean, people get doxxed, but like it's definitely not as bad as other games. That's the point I'm trying to get at. It's like we have like, what is that dude's name? Return of the Wilderness or whatever. That guy is a little fucked up.
See, there's more drama that I'm out of the loop on.
Oh, man, that's just been around for a while.
Yeah, I know he's banned from like everything, and anytime he pops up, he's done, so.
Yeah, that's the thing with these sandboxy games. Shit gets so boring sometimes, you just gotta start drama and fuck with people. That's what it comes off as, though. But anyways, let's move on.
Let's get right into the hot topics. That's what we're at. The hot topic.
Yeah.
The hot topic. So now we're in episode 15. I think each week we're going to divvy it up between a different category. Then there'll be a subcategory, skills, mini games, shit like that, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're both on board. So let's start with skills. And I think it's only fair that we talk about the first skill you see on there is attack. So yeah, let's discuss the skill attack. The higher attack level, gives you more accuracy. It also gives you the ability to wield stronger weapons. Right? Following?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't actually tell you how high you'll hit, it's more on how often you'll hit. So don't think about making an attack pure. That shit don't whack.
I mean, 10 attack, 1 strength, you get that black sword, you can hit it 2.
Okay, you could. Anchovies, those only heal you 1, right?
I think they heal you 3. I don't know though.
Shit. Because shrimp heal you 3 too.
Damn, dude.
Look out. All right. If you're looking to increase your accuracy, if you look in the equipment menu, you'll see a stab, slash, and crush attack bonus, and that's how you increase your accuracy. You'll see a strength, and that's how you increase how high you hit. All right, pretty straightforward. So, I guess let's just go through some of the tiers. We all know you get iron and bronze at level 1. Steel, you get 5. Black and white, you get 10. You get 10. At level 10. Mithril at level 20. Adamant and battle staffs at 30. Rune and mystic staffs at 40. As well as granite maul, but you also need 40 strength. Obsidian's at 60. Same with dragon. Then at 70, you get the Abyssal Whip, Zamorak Spear. No, wait, sorry. You get the Abyssal Whip, Dagger, and Bludgeon. You also get the Zamorak Spear and Sarah's Sword. Am I missing one? I don't think so.
Don't you get the Tentacle at... Oh, you already got that. The Abyssal
75.
Whip. Yeah, Tentacle's at 75.
So at 75 attack, you get the Tentacle, the Blessed Sarah's Sword, the Toxic Staff of the Dead, all the God Swords, and Zamorakian Hasta. And that's where we're cut off because everyone's so scared of pushing that cap up another 5 levels.
Yeah.
But
we're kind of stuck with this for now, but
more content.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that's attack for you. I guess let's go over some of the equipment pieces that give you accuracy stats, because most of the time people only pay attention to the strength bonus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
me included. So it's kind of interesting to see that there is more than just a strength bonus. All right. So in the helmet slot, you get the warrior helmet, and you also have a fighter helmet. So the difference between them is the warrior helmet gives you +5 in slash. The fighter helmet will give you +5 in all. For gloves, you get barrel gloves, +12 in all. Boots, primordial boots, +2 in all. Cape, or fire cape, +1 in all. Shield, you get Dragon Defender with 25, 24, 23. And that's stab, slash, crush. That's the order it's going in, so if I break it up like that, just follow it in that one. For weapons, you get Zami Hasta with 85 stab. Abyssal Bludgeon for 102 crush. God Swords 132 slash. Abyssal Tentacle 90 slash. I just put that there because one's two-handed, the other one's one-handed, so equip that with the Dragon Defender to pull it up a bit more. And then for rings, you get Warrior Ring +8 slash. Treasonous Ring +8 stab. Tyrannical Ring +8 crush. For ambulance, you want an Amulet of Torture, which is +15 in all. Or you can substitute it for a Fury or lower, which is +10 in all, but you also get defense stats.
Yeah. So, one thing I actually never knew until, my second time around, when I came back to old school, was that strength bonus is more valuable than slash, except for certain bosses. Because just in general, I guess the way the formula works out, I don't know the numbers, but strength, one strength is bonus is better than one slash bonus, or one accuracy to whatever weapon you're using.
Okay.
And I don't really know why, but a lot of people do kind of mention that Jagex should tweak some of the you'd pretty much always want to use a Berserker ring over a Warrior's ring.
Oh,
because
yeah,
the Berserker ring is you just get more out of it, I guess, as opposed to the accuracy. Minus bossing, right? When you're doing bandos, you want to have the best the best slash possible.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a little thing. I know the fighter hat, is super sought after. It's really good once you get to higher levels, and it kind of scales up more, I guess. Than
the warrior helm. Yeah, because the warrior helmet only gives you +5 in slash. So let's say you want to get your crush up or your stab.
Yeah,
the fighter helmet will do that too. So, that's pretty cool. One thing I didn't know before, not know, but I guess I just didn't pay attention. When you first time around playing this game, you're a lot younger and there's so much. So there's a lot of things you don't really think about. And for me, I always got my attack up for the most part just to wield weapons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's what most people do.
And I never thought I need to get my attack up to fight bosses. I was just I could still fight the boss with my strength being 99 if my attack is 70 or something, right?
Yeah.
That's just my ignorance.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, it boils down to, you want to be able to hit, pretty often. Like I know like I have like base 90 melee stats, and like I mean 99 obviously is preferred if you're bossing, but like, you know,
Of course.
the more the merrier, I guess. The more levels the merrier, but like there's even times where I'm like, you know, killing bandos or whatever, and it's just like, fuck, can I hit? I've been hitting zeros this whole time, and you know, I don't even know if I can get this kill. I might have to just leave. This is bullshit. So yeah, attack does play like pretty heavily into like higher level content.
Yeah, although in like you don't see it as like people caring too much about accuracy for the most part in the wilderness. I'm probably butchering what I'm trying to get out, but
yeah, generally, yeah, you're in the wilderness, you like want to get, you know, the most strength out, because strength in general, I think it's better.
Yeah, but the only downfall is, you know what I mean, it doesn't allow you to equip too many weapons.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically attack. I guess we can ramble on a bit about it, but it's, you know, it's kind of a dull, you know, I'm not going to go over the whole theory crafting of like, here's the formula if you want to know the percentage of your hit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm a fucking idiot, so it wouldn't even be right. We can make something up.
Yeah, we can, you know, carry a couple ones, you know, figure it out. But, like, okay, generally, if you're leveling an account or like leveling or whatever, do you get attack up first or strength? Like, let's say you like,
I always get my attack up first.
So if you want to like, okay, your goal is just like 60
I'll
attack
get to, like,
and 60 strength, you'll get your attack up first and then go to, well, I guess 60 is a bad example because of dragon, but
I almost always get my attack up first.
Okay.
And then I get my defense up last, because one thing I remember when I was younger, getting, and like, he played so bad, I wanted to get 70 attack to wield a whip. So I'm pretty sure I got 70 strength first, and then I got 70 attack.
Yeah.
But fuck, I was doing it at Hill Giants for some reason, and I just remember it took forever, and I was like, fuck me. And after I finally got it, then I was like, okay, now I'm going to raise my defense. And it was a breeze. I blew through it in like hours.
Yeah.
Just because you're hitting so much higher, all your stats are already 70 compared to 60.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I do it too, because it just makes it feel a little bit faster.
Yeah. See, like I always level up strength first, unless it's like, oh, I want to be able to, you know, now I'm at 55 strength, might as well get 60 attack so I can get specials and whatnot with like a DDS or something.
Mm-hmm.
But, in general, like when I was leveling up my main, I would, like I got to 70, I was at like 70 attack, 70 strength, or 80 strength, 70 attack, and then I just went up to 75 attack, and then 90 strength, and then I went 90 attack, then 90 defense. Like I always do strength first. I don't know why, but it's a weird habit I have. I like having it first just to like hit higher, I guess. I don't really know.
For the most part, I'll just do attack only if there's a weapon I'm going for. So like right now, I have 75 attack, but I'm going for 99 strength. And I'm like, I'm kind of split on ever rising my attack. I mean, obviously I'll want to rise it, but I don't know if I'm like, I should do it right off the get-go, or if I should go like, let's go take advantage of my combat level and jump into like Edgeville.
Yeah. I mean, you can always get your pure to that level. Like get 75, 99, 75 attack, 99 strength, you know?
Oh, yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? Doesn't matter. I guess there's really nothing else we can talk about for attack. That's your skill. Next week, we'll go over the next category. Should be more entertaining. Some of the skills are going to be fucking dead boring, but we're still going to go through them because gotta hit that checklist. I made a whole little chart. Gotta meet that quota.
Yeah, we might as well go through them at one point, because like once they're done, they're done.
Yeah, and you might also learn something too, like, you know what I mean? Even going through it, I'm sure I missed some things because there's so much to this game.
Yeah.
But, like, if you want to get all the information, there's times I'm like sifting through, you know, posts from literally 2007. And I'm like, fuck, does this still work?
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of content, so very easy to miss things.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. let's not ramble anymore. Let's not drag on. Got nothing to talk about for attack. So, okay, let's go on. So, when do you want to jump back into the Iron Man? How's your next semester looking? Do you have semesters with your course? Or is it
yeah, of course.
I mean,
I do.
Do you have different classes this semester, or are you going to be taking the same shit?
I have some same. I have a shit ton more classes, but we can pick up the Iron Man for a little while. Like I'm down. Like I have nothing for like almost a month, pretty much. No, like 2 weeks. Okay. I'm kind of exaggerating that hard, but yeah, like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I'm off school.
Okay, maybe we can talk about starting it next week because we're kind of late into the week right now, so we're gonna have our little rushed series. Let's not start off.
Yeah, exactly.
Way. All right. So a little bit of a shorter episode, I suppose, this week. I was afraid of rambling on when we were talking about the Eve part. I was like, when you were talking about some of the drama that was going on and between the coalitions or the guild and stuff, I was like, that sounds so cool. And that's what's kind of the pull for Albion was, because it kind of has that shit, not so much. Yeah, it's kind of similar in a sense. It's not like, I don't know. I haven't got too far into it, so I can't really tell, but what it seems like.
Yeah, I find Albion, it's just shit talk. It's more of like, yeah, but we took over this city, well, we were fighting a battle on two free, you know what I mean? It's like, they're just like, it's not like, let's just spread some shit, then, hey, this guy's got 3 kids and they go to this school. It's like, dude, that's, you know what I mean? That's the shit that happens on Eve. Like, some fucked up shit. Dark. Like, Albion seems like, way more lighthearted and stuff. I really do like the PvP too. The PvP community is like really nice in Albion.
Cool, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, the opposite of fucking Edgeville. Some kids are fucking little dickheads.
I don't know, I made some friends when I went Orb and Runecraft PKing.
Yeah. You go like bounty hunting though, and like I've had it where like kids are like looting and they're like, hey, give me 20K and I'll let you kill me. And you're like, fuck, I'm gonna skip. This happened 3 times already. God damn it. Or, people just ragging you and shit, or rush. There's so many rushers at my combat level. It's ridiculous.
See, that's the problem when they come with sandbox games, though, and also with, like, RuneScape being a sandbox game. You either... Like, a lot of them don't have too many restrictions. They literally, like, do whatever you want, and that includes, really fucked up shit and like figuring out personal information from someone just because they fucking took over your territory or whatever.
Yeah.
And then RuneScape's kind of on that line because they put in a lot of restrictions to prevent that shit from happening.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to hear from an outsider's perspective on other games.
Yeah, RuneScape's like really tame. I mean, there obviously is like some scamming shady stuff that happens and like a lot of that stuff, but
no one's
I don't know. Yeah, like at the end of the day, everyone's just kind of goofing.
They done goofing.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about what we got going on for next week. So we got Christmas coming up, and you might be coming down, possibly.
Yeah, I think I'm coming down on 23rd, I want to say. I was talking to our aunt earlier today. I think they're picking me up or something.
True. Okay, well, we'll figure it out, but might be calling for a live show that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Might have some LAN casts going on, some LAN podcasts.
Oh, shit. This is going to be hype.
Yeah.
Damn, son. So yeah, we got that coming up. How's your week looking for next? Got anything fun you want to share? Anything to look forward to?
WoW raids. Okay, so what? Next Monday's the 19th. WoW raids. A lot of gaming, a lot of Guilty Gear. Maybe some RuneScape. Maybe I'll slip some in.
Yeah, why not?
But okay, hold on. This is kind of off topic. I probably should have mentioned this. Okay, so there's this game I got called Faria. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me just say this real quickly, because this fucking, oh my god. All right, so it's like a free to play card game, like a trading card game. It's really unique. It's really weird. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but check it out. It's pretty cool to like at least look at, you know, some gameplay online. And anyways, so like I'm playing with my one friend and we're just having a good time playing it. And a person in my guild is like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" You know, explain we're playing this card game. They go download it, and I didn't know they're really fucking good at Hearthstone though. They consistently get like rank 1 or 2. They don't get in a legend, but they're like really fucking good at Hearthstone, and they didn't say it. They've never mentioned it in their life. Anyways, like, "Hey Deagin, you want to play a game?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm really bad at like, especially this game because it's super weird. And we play a game. The person like fucking destroys me, and they just like they get off. I'm like, "Hey man, you want to play another?" "Nah, I don't know, man. Games like this are just way too easy. I can never find a good enough opponent." And he was just being like such a fucking passive aggressive dick about him beating me. And I'm just like, it fucking pissed me off so much because I wanted to play one more game because like I got the guy like pretty much cheesed me. I wasn't expecting it. And I'm like, "Oh man, I could definitely beat him the second time around." And he's like, "No, I don't know. It's just one of these games where I just can't find good competition." And just like going on how he's good at it. And I'm like, "Fuck you, man."
It just kind of sucks when you're the best person in the world. Like,
yeah.
I know people think it's great, but you know, you just don't have fun with the game anymore.
Like, it was really hard to tell if they were trolling me or if they're being serious, but they didn't realize like they're kind of being a dick about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, fuck you, dude. Like, come on, dude. Let's play one more." He's like, No, I'm just gonna go back on WoW." And then someone PM'd me being like, "Dude, he's really good at Hearthstone, and he does that to, like, everybody. He'll play you, stomp you, and be like, 'You're not good enough competition for me,' and, like, that's it. Wow. You'll never play him again." And it's like...
That's all rough stuff.
I just saw someone log on that on Steam. I just had to mention that, because that fucking pissed me off.
Fuck
oh,
that dude.
God.
Fuck him.
Yeah. But, you know, be studying up on that, you know. Not really,
yeah, exactly.
But... yeah.
Please, just face me one more time. I've studied all week.
Yeah, I gotta get my notes together. But, yeah, you know, I'll keep watching, you know, like, Bodhi and Foe and random people stream their DeadMan tournament stuff, because I actually don't know, like, when the tournament, like, do you know when the final hour and shit is?
It's usually at, like, I remember watching them before, it's always in, like, the afternoon for us.
On a Saturday?
On Saturday. It's like, yeah, I remember watching at, like, 2 p.m.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I really enjoy watching that, and, you know, I'll probably pop in for DeadMan Mode. I'll think of some fun little strat that hopefully I'll think of one that's good enough to share with you guys. I don't want to give you guys, like, kill cows till 40 attack. Like, I don't want to give that shit.
Kill cows till you can make D'hide.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably be doing something similar. Play a little bit more Albion Online, play some RuneScape. Maybe I'll do some PKing. Maybe I'll get my 83 Slayer. Who knows?
Do you have an ETA on your new, your next, like, your pure PKing episode?
No, I don't. I worked on a little bit this weekend, but I've been so busy. And I was like, I have to tell myself when I get home this week after work, I'll work on it. But the problem is I'm just, like, so fucking tired. And on top of that, I need to find days where either my girlfriend's not here or something, because our house is, I guess, pretty... So what do I want to say? Hollow. You can, like, hear everything. So there are times, like, even recording this podcast, like, I'll be sitting there and you can hear her, like, just typing something on, like, Facebook or something on the phone up in the bedroom. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you can hear the fucking clicks.
Yeah.
So like, when I recorded the last episode, I wait till she fell asleep. She fell asleep. Maybe I'll just roofie her. Just work on, like, a bunch of episodes.
Give her a good old Cosby. Oh, God damn it, Dylan. Were you editing again? That type of shit.
Look at all the videos. So, yeah. That'll save for the future. I'll say what's going on next week if I've got much more progress, but...
Yeah.
I got all the footage put there. I just need to go through and cut and edit it, which... It's nice when I have like, a solid evening, let's say Saturday night.
Yeah.
But, I don't think this Saturday I can... Anyways. We'll see. We'll see if I have any time available. Christmas is fucking busy. You know, fam shit, and then fucking... You got work just killing you on on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, so yeah, that's our show for tonight. I guess listen for next week, which is gonna be episode 16. I was gonna say that's the Christmas spectacular, but I guess ours would be on the day after for Boxing Day. All
Yeah.
right. Let's fucking wrap this shit up. Let's pack her up and get out of here.
Yeah, I think it's about that time, you know.
Yeah, I'm very tired of getting loopy.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. All right, so thanks for listening. Tune in next time, and yeah, that was it. Bye.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
To stay up to date with show news, RuneScape news, or just shitpost and hang out, you can find us on Twitter at TheWildernessRS. You can feel free to join our Facebook group at facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. We also have a YouTube channel set up, so feel free to check us out by just searching the name of the show on YouTube. You'll also see it over at Twitter and on Facebook as well. We also have an email set up, so if you want to get in contact, you maybe have some questions or something you want to hear discussed, a story you want to tell us, or just some feedback, you can email us at thewildernesspodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Discord set up. And if you feel like you want to join and maybe hang out and play with some other scapers, just let us know. Send us a message and get in contact and we'll get you in there. Thanks again for listening. We can't appreciate it enough. Have a good night.